Alright, so this is going to be a new vlogging series on this channel. So do you remember those 10 days until Christmas vlogs? If you don't, it's fine. You can probably understand the main point of them. But a couple of days ago, we had a very bad storm, and the first floor of my house got flooded with about 1.5 feet of water. Completely, literally. So it was terrible. I'll make a whole video about that on Liyte. I made an announcement on Liyte actually showing some of the footage I recorded during the flood, and I will post like a lot more of the footage in the coming time once we actually get stuff sorted out. But I decided, hey, why not just vlog my experience after the flood and show you what it's like to live in early September 2021 with a flooded first floor, because why the heck not? Now, this is about the average time I get up on weekends / the summer when I'm not doing anything, but I actually got up at around like probably 11-ish, maybe 10:30 today. Because of the flood, and we constantly have people over, like cleaning, like doing some stuff. Of course, we're cleaning ourselves, like bringing stuff upstairs. We're doing a lot of stuff. It's not just relaxation, obviously. Honestly, this flood was the last thing I needed because, well, one, it's the end of summer and I just finished like a 6-week internship. I had like no time to relax, and now I have to deal with a flood and summer assignments too. So now I can't have any time to relax. Literally, like during the day, I need to freaking do my summer assignments, and then I need to work on stuff with the flood, like bring stuff upstairs. Like I'm kind of sweating now. Oh, and the AC doesn't work either, so that's a plus. The AC doesn't work. The heat is always on. We literally cannot turn off the heat for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's like really weird right now. So as I said before, I kind of already did start my day. I did my daily dose of bring stuff upstairs and, you know, do stuff for the flood. So this is outside right now. This hasn't really changed. The retaining wall has been like this. It's changed a little bit. It's gotten a little bit nicer. I don't know why they're shoveling dirt. I guess that's some dried up dirt from the garage or something. You can see that's a bunch of like sidings and stuff over there, boxes we don't use. This is the pile of garbage that was in the garage. This is only the garage. We have the whole first floor to go through. All right, we have guys downstairs, so I don't want to film and talk too much. So this is like the mud room, literally. That's the garage. People there I don't want to show. Oh, this is the back room. Dirt got everywhere here. This is going to be a nightmare. We got to take everything out of here, replace the sheetrock on the walls, everything. This dirt was actually scooped up a little bit. It was way worse than this in here, as you can see by this box. Also, all of these boxes were practically just all on the ground. The door was actually impossible to open because like the flood caused all of this to tumble over, but we picked this up. Surprisingly, the washer and dryer actually both work perfectly, which is good. One less thing to worry about, but the freaking AC is not working because the compressor, as you can see there, something's wrong with the compressor. You can see this is the stuff outside. This is like our actual valuables and like, you know, shoes, everything. They're just drying out here right now. Russian Winnie the Pooh. That first word over there that looks like poo actually says Winnie in Cyrillic. Fun fact. See more stuff out here. Down here we have some of Misha's toys, my dog Misha's toys right there. You can see the wrecked fence there, everything is wrecked. So definitely we're gonna still be cleaning. Maybe not definitely, but there's a high chance we're still gonna be cleaning like as I'm in school, and we're starting school like all in person. This is future Liyte. More on that at the end of the vlog. All right, in here you can see this is, well, first off, the floor is covered with mud. It was way worse, but I guess as we walked here, we picked up the mud with our shoes, or someone sweeped, I don't know. This is a carpet. This carpet used to be like light green with some very visible imprints. I mean, you can still see the imprints, but they used to be red and very visible. All the clothing that was in here is in the living room. I'll show you that later. The TV, this TV is probably destroyed. It was actually working like before this, but I mean, the water was like up to here. So, I mean, I doubt it would work. My dad's radio system in his car doesn't work. You can just see some more stuff here. This is the kitchen with a ton of stuff. There's my scooter over there, and the watermelon. If you've seen the announcement video, you know that watermelon is the same one. There's a fan there. It smells terrible in here, let me tell you that. That fan is really helping. Because this is literally a mix of like drainage water and maybe a little bit of sewage, I'm not sure. You can see a lot of the mud just kind of became dirt. That's one of my shoes. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, it's up here. How did it get there? I don't know. I mean, my mom and like, everyone obviously moved stuff around. Not everything. I mean, some things like you actually have to look for. Like these are my work shoes. These are my sneakers. These were like, one pair was over there. One pair was literally in the pantry. The pantry's fricked for sure. We're moving along in here. More dirt. This, in my opinion, is the most depressing part. First off, when you walk in here on the carpet, you literally like submerge your feet in water practically. This is my mom's room. Now in my house tour video on Liyte, I don't even think I went in this room, but I mean, I obviously can now because this is just completely damaged. The carpet in here is actually gonna go today. This lamp doesn't work. A lot of this stuff does, surprisingly, like the clock, Alexa as well. Hello. Maybe not. Am I drawing up an M3A? This is in here. Does this light go on? Yep.
She in here too?
I think she's outside.
We gotta take this stuff. Get it out. We gotta take the rug up later. Look at it.
All right, they came back there. I think they're thinking about removing the rug now. The back room, I'll show later. I'm not gonna show it right now, they're back there. They came in the room as I was filming, so that's why I didn't talk in the closet. Obviously, upstairs is completely fine. I like how I literally just had to finish my sentence. Like, I literally didn't even stop as my dad started talking to me. All right, this is just the kitchen. Obviously, again, upstairs is fine. That's the clothing that was on those racks. That's the amount of stuff we have in here now. This was all downstairs. Practically everything we have downstairs is gonna come up here or get thrown away or just move to another room because we're gonna change the flooring in like one room at a time, something like that. So I guess like every day for the next couple of weeks or something, I'll show progress with the flood and how we're recovering. I actually wanted to get ramen from a ramen shop today, but I think I'll just do that tomorrow or something because we have leftover Chinese food from last night. See, I mean, this is not like a ton of food, but something. Yeah, just some lo mein and 2 dumplings. There's some other stuff there. We have like brown rice and like some chow mein, but that's my mom's. I don't know. Also, my dad hasn't gone to the store in a while, and I haven't done my laundry in a while either because of this flood. I think this is microwave safe. I hope so. I'm not gonna microwave the soy sauce, but I hope I can just dump this in the microwave and it'll be fine. Now put it in a bowl to be safe. Okay, this all fits in this bowl here. I'm just gonna put this in the microwave for like maybe, what, 2 minutes and then see how much longer I need. Probably like another 2 minutes or so. Well, obviously it's in that bowl now, so it's okay. Yeah, this does not look nor smell good, so I'm not gonna eat this. Let's see if this is done. That bowl is hot, right? Burned my hand. Yes, let's be smarter with our approach here. That's still burning my hand. Come on. Okay, this is like 3 layers of paper towels. There you go. You know, this thing came out of the tracks. Come on. Great. Does this thing spin? I hope it does. I can safely say this is done considering how much it burned my hand. Just gonna mix it around. Yeah, this is done for sure. All right, we're good. There you go. Get our soy sauce out for the dumplings. Let's see if the bowl still burns my hand. Not really, but it's still pretty hot. All right, let's try the noodles. Oh, they're pretty good. They're not soggy. This is some piece of seafood. I don't even know what this is. Also pretty good. This is a dumpling. Let's see. Dip it in the soy sauce. Also good. I don't know, Chinese food, when you microwave it, it doesn't really even taste microwave. Obviously it doesn't taste super fresh, but... All right, that was pretty good. So now I'm actually gonna unclog my sink drain because it's been backed up for a while now. I also didn't brush my teeth this morning, so maybe I'll brush my teeth as well. Later on, maybe like in 30 minutes or so, I think I'm gonna make some popcorn because that was not a lot of food and I don't wanna make ramen. Ramen is gonna be like way too much. Going out to get ramen is gonna be even more. Also, to be clear, the flood happened 2 days ago, so yesterday was technically the first day of restoration, but it was like terrible yesterday. It's pretty bad today, but today's the first day of like real recovery, let's say. Also, my area is technically not considered a disaster zone yet, but right now the city applied for it to be one, and if it is, we would get aid from the government to actually like help pay for all of this, because this is probably like tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage, literally. Mostly that retaining wall outside, which I think I showed at the beginning. It's probably mostly that, the floors, the walls, literally, the walls as well, things like that, like the sheetrock. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, so kind of unrelated to the flood, I'm just gonna unclog my sink now. Okay, I actually sporadically had to clean up some stuff from the garage because right now they're actually hosing down the garage. About half of it is actually completely cleared of dirt and practically everything, so it's looking very new actually. And like it was just a bunch of old Christmas decorations and stuff. Not old, Christmas decorations we still use, which are still usable, but we just have to maybe wash them and dry them. Okay, so for some reason like half of this bottle is gone. I don't know why. I think maybe somebody used it already. Maybe my dad used it in his bathroom. I'm just gonna pour pour it in. Literally, you just pour about 1/5 of the bottle, 16 ounces. 16 ounces is like the same amount of water you put in G Fuel, so I should be okay at measuring 16 ounces, hopefully. You literally just poured in here, like, I think that was about 16 ounces, I think. All right, now I'm just gonna wait 15 minutes as the thing says, and then I'll actually boil some water now. I don't think you need to necessarily use boiling water, but I think it's better to. So I'll use the boiling water, and hopefully this thing works. I mean, looks convincing on the advertising. I'm gonna make some popcorn and G Fuel because I can, and I'm a bit hungry still. G Fuel is also very good with popcorn, by the way, especially blue ice. I found that out. I think blue ice is so good with popcorn because blue ice tastes like a blue raspberry slushy, which you have a lot with popcorn, especially like at the movie theater or something. Also, it's pretty cool outside, which, you know, I appreciate because the AC is not working, but I do have that personal unit in my room, but I haven't really had to use that. I actually just put this water to boil now. And meanwhile, we'll put this popcorn on. My dad's buying more. This is the last one. Forgot about the G Fuel, so let's make some of that. Okay, so this is about 16 ounces-ish, a little bit less because the ice is gonna melt. I think the water's boiling, but this kettle sometimes like doesn't whistle when, there you go. Sometimes like it doesn't whistle, I don't know, because this kettle's kind of old. I'm just gonna like leave this to sit around. I mean, it doesn't need to be boiling like when I pour it down the drain. Usually I put like 7 or 8 ice cubes in here, but these ice cubes are like way smaller, so. You know, this thing in the G Fuel, I don't know what it's really like meant for, but I think it's meant to keep the ice up here, but like, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really work. So I usually just dump the ice in there. So this thing is a bit pointless, but yeah, it's there anyway. Popcorn's practically done. Gotta like listen for it when like a lot of the kernels stop popping. Oh. Also, fun fact irrelevant to anything right now. My uncle in Italy supposedly suggested that we should just leave the flood alone, literally just forget about it, and then like come to Italy like right now. Yeah, I wish. Popcorn is steaming. I forgot to clean the table, and that kind of makes me a hypocrite because I say that I always go crazy when people don't clean the table, and here I am not cleaning the table. All right, I have like 1 minute left on the timer, but yeah, I didn't get anything done with the G Fuel and popcorn because I just helped my dad bring in groceries, and I finally have new seltzer because I really freaking like seltzer. I used to despise seltzer a couple of years ago. I hated it. Like, I didn't know how anyone could drink it. I thought it was disgusting. Now I'm like addicted to it. So yeah, things change. Bubbly, if I'm being honest, I had it like once. I didn't really like it too much, but it was like, okay, I'll give them another chance with this blackberry. And then this is Solil, I have no idea how to pronounce that. This is just a generic lime flavor. I've had a LaCroix lime flavor, never this, my timer just went off, but I never had that brand, so we'll see how good their lime is. I'm gonna bring the kettle that's been sitting for like 10 minutes. I'll bring the kettle out to here, and we'll flush it out. I don't know how much, but okay, it's not really like going down instantly. I mean, there's steam coming up. If this doesn't work, I swear, I'm just gonna leave that for like a minute. Okay, the water went down, and you can see the sink is kind of dirty. Oh, I guess it kind of worked. Because usually like I leave it like this, it starts creating a river instantly. It still kind of is. My sink is really freaked. You know what, I think it did its job well enough. Maybe I'll put a little bit more in there later, I don't know. I don't really care at the moment. I just want to enjoy my popcorn and stuff. I think I'm practically done in terms of moving stuff from the flood today, but popcorn's cold, doesn't matter. Then they gotta take out the carpet today. My bed still isn't fixed, and I still didn't brush my teeth or anything. I haven't brushed my teeth in like 3 days, if I'm being honest. Just gonna turn all my lights on and stuff. Let's get our blue ice over here. Yes, I actually used the G Fuel that's in this tower. It's kind of difficult to record this. I mean, I don't need to really record this, but I am anyway. All right, nice. And the popcorn, nice. And together, really nice. All right, so I didn't make any updates since the last one, which was about like 2:30, something like that. It's 7:47 right now, so yeah, a lot of time has passed. They did remove the carpet from downstairs in the room. It is very eerie down there. I went in the room. It's honestly depressing to be down there. This whole situation is very depressing, honestly. Seeing my first floor in that terrible of a state is very depressing. And the fact that the government is not announcing this a disaster zone is also pretty freaking ridiculous. I will show footage of the progress that they made tomorrow before they come. So I'll get up a little bit earlier and actually show the room without the carpet. And the garage is fully cleaned. It's great, literally. It's very empty, which I actually kind of like because there was a lot of trash down there. Not just trash, but like our stuff that we haven't been bothered to like donate, or, you know, we're donating a lot of things as well that we don't need, that's just been sitting there. The garage is like very echoey, literally. Like when I go down there, I can scream in there. It's so echoey down there. In the room as well, it's echoey in the room, which is so weird because normally there's a carpet in there. It's never echoey, but it's like echoey in there. The room is depressing, but the garage is nice. Let's just leave it at that. More depressing news on top of that. My house was not the only place to receive flood damage. Obviously, tons of other houses were, but my school received flood damage. Apparently, so much flood damage that they don't know when they're going to be able to fix all of the flood damage. So, rather than postponing the opening of the school, we're going to start off the year fully virtually for an indefinite amount of time. That's just what I need. Great. Starting off fully virtually again. Like, come on. I was so hyped that we were starting off fully in person, or maybe like hybrid would have been okay, but like honestly, fully virtual. We haven't done fully virtual since March, literally. More like late January, early February. And when I say fully virtual, I mean like literally nobody in the school whatsoever, except for like security guards, but no students or teachers in the school. Like, this is fully virtual. No one's going to be in the school. There's flood damage in the school. And according to the email they just sent, this is terribly catastrophic. Like, apparently like the mechanical systems, electrical systems, all of that is damaged, and it's going to take them like weeks to repair. So we're not fully virtual because of COVID. We're fully virtual because of the freaking flood damage. Right. It basically destroys my first floor, floods it with 1.5 feet of water, and it also destroyed the first floor of my school too. So we're going to be fully virtual because of that. Like, great. I had so many plans for these coming days, literally. Like, I had plans to go to Coney Island. I had plans to, like, you know, go to Scarsdale, like which is like a town nearby. I had plans, like, to go to my friend's house, which I'm probably still going to. But, like, you know, I had a lot of things I wanted to do. We wanted to go to the Hamptons as well. Like, that's not happening because of this flood. Now, school is not happening in person because of this flood. The only one other school affected by this in the district is another middle school. Not the middle school I went to. That one is literally, like, that's completely fine. That's going to open. They say that damage is not bad, and they're just going to delay the opening until the 13th. The 13th is when we would start anyway, but, like, they would start the 10th, so they delayed 3 days. So they're not going to be virtual for those 3 days. They're just going to delay the opening those 3 days. So we are the only school in the district starting off fully virtually for an indefinite amount of time as well. Literally last year, they made it very obvious, like, that we were going to start hybrid in November, which we did for 2 days, but last year was a whole different story with COVID. But now, being closed indefinitely, like, who knows? Like, that could actually be maybe like 1 week, maybe less than a week. No one knows. Obviously, like, you know, you can definitely look like on the bright side, like for school starting off fully virtually. You can definitely even look at the bright side of this flood. I mean, the downstairs is it's gonna be like nice, like once this all finishes, it's gonna be nice, new, renovated, at least the floors are. It should feel like nice and new down there. That's the good part about it. The bad part about it is everything else. The fact that we even need to renovate it, the fact that it's destroyed and unusable as of right now. Not necessarily destroyed, but you know what I mean. And you know, there are a couple of good things about starting school fully virtually. I mean, one, I have experience with it last year. We started last year. Of course, we started it fully virtually last year. But the bad thing is, like, I don't want to start the year virtually. Like, your first impressions in school make a big difference. Like, I was hoping this year to be like a 100% in-person year. Now, I know that's not in the long run, that doesn't matter, but this is literally the third year that I've been to that was not 100% fully in person. 12th grade probably will. But out of my 4 years in high school, only 1 year was fully in person. But, you know, the good things are, like, you know, I can get up late, like, I can just be in my pajamas practically between classes, like, you know, I don't need to walk, which is also kind of a bad thing because I enjoy my campus. It's a very nice place, like, has a really great energy to it. Walking around there is nice and fun. If you look at it alternatively, like, you know, I can be kind of lazy, or I can just sit around. I can eat my own food, which again is also not 100% of a great thing because all I freaking have here is instant ramen, and my school actually has some pretty freaking good food. Like, I mean, they have like the snack line, like, because we're gonna be set up for like 100% fully in person, like, I'm sure we'll have the snack line, no social distancing stuff, maybe like a couple social distancing stuff, but we'll probably still have, like, you know, full-on cafeteria tables and stuff like that. Another thing is during free periods and lunch, like, I could just be on my computer and do whatever I want. Free periods are definitely going to be a lot more fun. Yeah, I really sounded like I was bashing virtual school, like, a lot, because, I mean, I was really pissed off when I heard the news. Like, you can probably tell I was very pissed off in those clips. It's actually 10:03 right now, so I actually basically just finished editing the video. But you know, some people like virtual school, like Justin. I know you really like virtual school. We were discussing it. Others like me and Ryan or Turbo Laser Gaming don't. Plus, I'm sure there are more than that as well in terms of the good things about virtual school. I know it's actually like a better learning environment for some people. And another thing as well, like you can go on walks. Like I recently got an electric scooter. Like during free periods, I can go and ride that like around the town, you know, for fun. Oh, and brain break. You know, I don't know if we're gonna have brain break just because we're gonna be off for like a couple of weeks, but because we're starting out fully off and literally everybody is gonna be fully off, fully virtually, realistically they might give us a brain break and we might use the weird schedule we used last year. If you don't know, brain break is just a 30-minute break in the middle of the day, and we had it for basically like the entirety of last year. Okay, I've gone on a whole rant about school starting later, so I'm just gonna stop myself right now. But you get the whole point as to what's happening right now. Today is actually, yeah, it's the 3rd. My English summer assignment is due the 8th, so literally I need to work like now, today, literally. So I'm gonna edit this video really quickly, post it, and that'll be it. So tomorrow is gonna be roughly the same procedure. I'm just gonna show my day. Tomorrow I might get ramen for takeout, maybe. Hopefully. If I do, I'll definitely take you all along with me. I'll show progress and what they did, like, you know, with the carpet and stuff. Obviously doesn't look like progress straight off the bat because downstairs just looks like it's been abandoned for years, literally. You know, it will turn into real progress soon. It's just like a wound healing. You know, it looks like there's no progress at first. If anything, it looks like it's worse at first, but that's just part of the healing process. Thank you for watching this vlog. No clue how long it's going to be. I might need to cut out a lot. Maybe I'll leave things in. I have no idea. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. And hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog.